Hey, what's going on, fight fans? Give you a little update about today here. Today's Tuesday. I just made my delivery that was over in the Reno area. It was actually going to a naval air base. Of course, I didn't have, a past license or anything that had gotten me on that base, so I had to go through some pre-checks and my insurance and my registration and all that good stuff. But hey, got the delivery done. So while I was driving today, I know I shouldn't be doing this while I'm driving, but I did anyway. I was going through the load boards and thinking, all right, well, what can I grab from Reno and what should I do? So first I found a load going from Reno to Flagstaff. It was only paying $500, which wasn't very good. So I didn't want to jump on that right away and start having to worry about trying to put together a parcel. So I'm looking, and I found another load that was going from Stockton, California, which is the route that had I taken the Reno load that I would be going through. So Stockton to Marana, Arizona, which is just a little bit beyond Phoenix. So called up that guy and came to an agreement on $600. I was like, all right, cool, I'll go grab that $500 parcel. Of course, I called the $500 parcel, and she had just given it away. Now, mind you, that thing had been on the board since yesterday. And now, of course, when I want it, it's gone. So now I had this $600 load, but I'm like, okay, all right, no big deal. That's going to take me through Vegas, and there's some good areas that I would have been able to, I'm sure, find something else to throw on the trailer, because it was going to only be about 14 feet of deck space, and I think it was like 2,000 pounds. So anyway, no big deal. But I'm coming through the boards, and boom, there's a freaking load on there from Madera. I think it's Madera, California, going to Salt Lake City, and it was paying $1,500. It was like $2.25 a mile, something like that. And I was like, oh crap! So I call it. Once again, it had already been given away. But she's like, here, give me your name and number, and we've had a few of these this week. We've used hot shots and flatbeds, so it's something that if we get another one, I'll give you a call. So I'm thinking, I've had people tell me that before already, and I never hear back from them again. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So an hour later, excuse me, I'm tired today. I only got like 4.5 hours sleep last night. Didn't sleep too well. But about an hour later, she calls me up. Says, hey, Nick, I've got one of those loads for tomorrow morning. Can you pick it up? You want to take it? And I was like, well, heck yeah, I do. And long story short, it sounds like it's pipe. I have a feeling it's going to the same place that I just delivered to. And I have a feeling it's going to be the exact same type of stuff that I just delivered to Salt Lake, which will be interesting. I won't know until we get the tender. But so, mind you, it had been about 3 hours since I had talked to the guy about the $600 parcel load going to Marana, and we still hadn't heard a thing from him. Not gotten a tender or anything like that. So even though as a broker as well, I don't like it, I told that guy, hey bud, I haven't heard from you, so I took another run. I'm sorry. I try to be pretty honest, but it's like 3 hours later to get a tender, that's too long. If you didn't want to send it to me, or you had other things going on, that's on you. Of course I didn't tell him that part, but that's what I'm thinking. So anyhow, yeah, so I'm heading to Madera. I get to pick this puppy up in the morning, so I'm going to Deadhead all the way there. It's only, actually I don't even know how far it is. I think it's 200 miles. So I'm going to Deadhead to that point. I think I'm going to get myself a hotel tonight if I can find something reasonably priced. Only because I didn't sleep very good last night. No fault of the truck or anything like that. I just, stomach wasn't feeling too good, so probably TMI, too much information, but I don't care. So anyway, yeah, kind of excited. So that's going to freaking really boost my numbers for the week, and should give me enough time where I can make that drive from Madera to Salt Lake all day tomorrow, get there, and then pop that puppy off first thing Thursday morning, and now I'll start looking for something to head back to Arizona from Salt Lake. And Salt Lake's been hot from what I can see. I mean, there's stuff out of there all day, every day. So I think I have a really good opportunity here to get something. Big old lake over here, kind of weird looking place. All right, anyway, I just wanted to give you an update. I didn't do a good job today of filming the unloading of that material I had, but whatever, it's not important. I'll check in with you guys later. Deuces. All right, freight fans. That's my new tagline, by the way, freight fans. I don't know why I had fight fans before, but anyway, freight fans. Wow, that was a hell of a drive. Was coming from that delivery I made kind of by Reno. It's called Fallon, Nevada. And it showed this drive not to be too bad, 202 miles, but it did show that it was kind of long on the GPS. I was coming here to, this is the Pilot in Mercado, California. And so this is where I was going to come to bed down for the night. But anyway, long story short, it put me through Yosemite. In Google Maps, I love Google Maps, but it's obviously not great for trucking, just because it thinks that you're driving a car everywhere, right? And I'm not driving a car, so it makes things a little bit difficult. And it had gotten me in a little trouble in Montana. And when I say trouble, it just took me on roads I probably shouldn't have been on. So anyway, routed me through Yosemite. First sign that there was a problem was as I was pulling onto the drive that starts in Yosemite. I don't know what gate that would have been. I guess it's probably the east gate. There was a sign that says no commercial trucking. Well, I didn't have a load or anything like that, so I was like, all right, well, I'll just tell them I'm not for hire, and pull up to the fence. And first thing they asked me is, well, are you commercial trucking? I said, oh, I'm not for hire. I'm just here to do some sightseeing. And they're like, oh, okay. $35, by the way, to drive through that park. I don't know where they're spending the money, because it's certainly not on the roads there. I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, so entered the park, pulling the trailer and everything. Not an easy drive. I had a cop following me for like the first 30 miles. I wondered what the hell he was going to do, if anything at all. He didn't do anything. But bunch of switchback roads, back and forth, very tight turns. Difficult with a trailer, just because you're kind of cutting into the other person's lane many times, and the roads over there don't have a lot of rails, so it's a little bit frightening. Anyway, I got to the back side, I guess it would be the west side of the park, and kind of came to a stop, and it was like, you can go right or left. Well, the GPS was having me go right, even though the sign to the left said that I was going to Fresno, which is kind of near where I am. So I took the right turn, because that's what it said to do. Super tight hairpin turn. I did rub the curb with the tires, which sucks, but they look okay. I don't think I did any damage. And head off down that road. About 5 miles down that road, and mind you, this is like me going 30 miles an hour tops, so it means several minutes. There's a sign that says, no vehicles longer than 45 feet in the next 10 miles or for 10 miles, something like that. So I was like, shit, what am I gonna do? I couldn't turn around, so I just kept going. About 5 miles later or so, maybe it was 10, I don't know, but we got to another sign, and it showed a picture of a trucker pulling a trailer, and it said 45 feet next to it. And then it showed a truck pulling doubles, and it said 45 feet, which in other words is just saying no more than 45 feet can come through here. Well, I'm 40 feet on the trailer alone. I'm gonna walk this off here, but I'm guessing I'm 50 feet, 52 feet, maybe, something like that. I'm gonna walk it off though, so I know for sure. So it says no trucks larger than 45 feet, or no vehicles but larger than 45 feet beyond this point, or it's a $270 fine. So I said F it, and I went. Whoa. Clearly the roads are made for something a little bit longer than 45 feet, but not much. I don't even know. I white knuckled it so much right now. My shoulders hurt, my neck hurts, my hands hurt, my back hurts, because it was so tense. It was so tight and so narrow. And they had 2 one-way bridges that you had to go over, and they didn't really have a good turning lane to lean into it, right? And so, you go wide to swing in there. Both of them I cleared. If I had an inch to spare, I'd be shocked. But I'm getting a lot better knowing where the vehicle is and where the trailer is, so pulling into it, you know, you're watching the back of the trailer as you're entering at that angle, and ooh, boy, man, that wasn't fun. So, but I got through it, guys. I'll tell you, I definitely need to do a better job of route planning. That's a failure on my part. Even though when I saw it going through Yosemite, and I looked at the map, I kind of thought about it for a minute, because I had driven through Yellowstone earlier this year, pulling a trailer, but not like this. It was just a trailer with a car on it. And, I should have known better. Oh well, what are you gonna do? I got through it, didn't get a ticket. Definitely would never do it again. It took me probably 4 hours just driving through Yosemite, maybe 3.5, 4 hours. And then when you're out of Yosemite, it's still switchback roads for the next, I don't know, 40 miles after that. Awful drive, just pain in the ass. I'm in a bad mood now, and you know, what are you gonna do? I did do something cool though with the truck, now that I've been sleeping in it this week, so I kind of wanted to show you guys. So I had bought these window coverings from Walmart, and I had just been kind of leaning it up and you know, not really impressed with the job it was doing. But today I'm looking at it, I spent like $3 on these things, right? And I bought 3 of them, and I got a good one for the front window. I was like, oh, why don't I just cut these in half? They almost fit perfectly into the windows. I mean, I kind of got a little overhang here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but they almost fit perfectly. And now I can like just put them in the window, roll the window up, and then still open the car doors to get in and out, like if I need to go to the bathroom or whatever. Because last night I had to go to the bathroom, and I had them like rolled up through the windows, but stretched out across 2 doors. So when you went to open it, you know, you could only open it maybe 6 inches or something. So that was fun. But anyway, I don't know why I hadn't done this before, but you know, for a smart guy, I sure make some weird decisions sometimes. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for me for tonight. Tomorrow morning, picking up that pipe that I was telling you about going to Salt Lake City. A little nervous because when we were talking on the phone, this load was less than 9,000 pounds. The tender says it's 9,136 pounds. My payload is like 9,100 and some change. I don't remember exactly what it was. So I'm gonna cross my fingers, guys, pick this puppy up, throw it on the trailer, go across the scale, and just hope to God I'm not over 26,000 pounds. Cross that bridge when I get there, one thing at a time. All right, guys, have a great evening. I'll be back to you tomorrow. Deuces.